We got 3 games on the card today. This is our segment where we look at the totals set by NBA odds makers. We try to beat that line either over or under that total. Segment's been ongoing throughout the year. We just started doing this live, so this is live right now. Actually, it's live from Japan for those of you that do not know. I do live in Japan, so good morning from Japan. We also have our NCAA basketball segment out there as well. It covers the same topic, so be sure to check that out. And then one of these mornings, I promise, I'm going to show you guys Mount Fuji because you can see it right outside my window in the distance. It's a pretty cool view, but we're in the season where it's just still a little bit dark outside. If you don't believe me, I could show you, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Just trust me. It's still dark. It's still a little bit dark outside. It's early here. It's almost 6 in the morning. But this is a great time for me to go ahead and get up and look at odds and lines, from what I saw yesterday when they first came out. And I've been up now for a little while checking these out. So I'm really excited to go ahead and dive into today. As always, don't forget to check out SBR, SBRpicks.com, Sportsbook Review, all the sign-up bonuses, blacklist, all that good stuff at SBR. So be sure to check it out. Share the video, and let's dive into some totals. Let's do this. All right. So I got 3 games on the card today in the NBA. And I'm going under in all of them. And I'm going to tell you why as I continue the segment. I'm also going to mention a couple games I like because this is a great slate of games today, I think, as I have to grab my coffee early because it's so early here. First game we're going to look at. Here we go. Philadelphia, and Boston. Odds makers have it at 213. I'm going under. Now, they met up a little while back, and Boston escaped 107 to 106. So that puts us right at the number today. But when we take a look at that game in particularly, Boston shot 50% from the floor, Philadelphia 46%. They both shot pretty decent from distance, especially Philadelphia. They shot over 45% from distance. Boston shot just over 30%. But the pace, this is why I like the under today. They each got up 76 attempts. That's really low. That would rank 30th in the NBA. Just not a lot of attempts, but they were really efficient. As far as their 3-pointers, they got up quite a few 3-pointers, but they got to the line a lot. They got to the line 55 times combined. That's quite a bit. I don't think it's going to get to 213. I don't think the pace is going to be that fast. Philadelphia has actually stepped things up on the defensive end, and Boston's playing a little bit better defensively. Just a little different dynamic under Stevens this year. They're really focusing more on defense. Last year, they just went really fast paced. They ranked first or second in the league in pace. But you have a Boston team right now. They're allowing 104.3 points per game. That's not great, but their percentages are pretty good. They're allowing just 38 field goals made per game. That ranks 10th in the league. And they also rank 4th in opponent 3-point shooting percentage, which is Philadelphia's strongest offensive shooting percentage. They like to shoot the 3. And actually, they're playing a lot better this year, too, by the way, Philadelphia. On the other side of the ball, Philadelphia not the dredge this season defensively. They're allowing opponents to shoot 45.3%. That ranks right in the middle of the league. They're allowing opponents to shoot 36% from distance, just under 36%, which ranks right in the middle of the league. So, they're not horrible. They are allowing 106 points per game. That's not great. But they also are only allowing 38.9 field goals made per game. That ranks right in the middle of the league. So that 213, I just don't think they get there. I'm going under with Philadelphia and Boston. As for the spread on that, that game, that's a no play for me. All right, let's go with the next one. We got the Clippers. We're going to later ones now. Clippers and the Sacramento Kings. Looks like Chris Paul's going to play, so it's important to make a note of that. And oddsmakers have us at 211, and again, I'm going under because all my plays are under today. Last time they matched up, Clippers 121, Kings 115. Absolutely ridiculous. And once again, it's the same scenario as what we saw with that Boston and Philadelphia game, where they shot lights out, but the pace wasn't that great. They scored 64 points in the first quarter in that matchup, and then they scored 63 points in the second quarter. They just went crazy in that first half. In the third quarter, they scored 62 points. They went just nuts. I don't think that happens tonight because the Clippers are actually a pretty good defensive team, and Sacramento, although they're not playing great defense, Jaeger's a good defensive coach. So, they had that big score before, and now it's at 211. I think that makes some sense because, let's talk about that game real quick. Clippers, they shot over 50%, Sacramento 44%, and they both shot lights out from distance, around about 40%, around there. We'll just say that. But the attempts, again, the Clippers got up 76 attempts. again, that would rank last in the league. Not a lot. And Sacramento got up 86. That's quite a bit. That's a little too much for them. But once again, just like that Boston-Philadelphia game, they got to the line a lot, 69 times. I don't think that happens again tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and go under that 211. We can dig into some more stats with these guys. The Clippers have been playing good defense all year. They're allowing opponents just 44.5% from the field. They're ranked 6th in the league. Sacramento is not great. Like, they're allowing about 46% from the floor. That ranks 23rd in the league. However, they are allowing just 37.3 field goals made per game, which ranks 7th. So that 211, I don't think they get there. I don't think they get there on that. Oddsmakers have the Clippers there. That's gone from, they're now at a -3 because Paul's probably going to play. And I'm not really sure about that one. I do want to talk about some games I do like on the spread right at the end. Okay, but let's go ahead and let's get this last one here. We got the Lakers in Miami. And again, I'm going under 213.5. So the Lakers, I kind of liked them last night. They didn't really, they battled Portland, and then they just kind of let it slip away in that fourth quarter. And that happens. Again, we're going to talk about a previous matchup. Oddsmakers have this at 213.5, and I'm going under. So before they played, it was Miami. Miami won 115 to 107. Now it looks like Whiteside's out. That's what I got on the injury report. So that's kind of big because he scored 23 points against them last time. Once again, we're looking at two teams, especially Miami, that can't score, and then a Lakers team, that plays no defense. So how's it going to end up? Well, I think it's going to end up under. And if we look at that game a little bit closer, second quarter they scored 71 points in the second quarter. That's insane. I definitely do not think they do that again tonight. Now let's look at some more statistics. So we got Miami. They're averaging just 98.4 points per game. They're ranked 29th in the league in scoring. Their shooting percentages are pretty bad. They're ranked 30th in shooting efficiency as well. They're bad. But defensively, they're not. They're ranked 6th and 9th in opponent effective field goal percentage and opponent shooting efficiency, respectively. Pretty good defense on that Miami side, as we would expect. They're also allowing just 48.3% on the opponent's two-point shots. That ranks 4th in the league. Lakers have been terrible defensively, and they're coming off a back-to-back. So that gives me a little bit of pause because Miami might just go up and down on them. I just don't think it happens. I think what we saw last time, and again, the pace we had last time between them was pretty. This one is not the same as that Philadelphia, Boston, that Clippers, Sacramento. There was a pretty good pace to that one. Lakers got up 90, and Miami got up 84. And there wasn't any sort of anomalies like that free throw thing. However, all that being said, that 213.5 with a Miami team that doesn't go really fast and plays good defense and just is coming off a win. They probably would like to win 2 in a row. I think they could win tonight. There's a game I wanted to talk about. So I like the under 213.5. Lakers don't play a lot of defense. Their shooting percentages, they rank just outside the top. They rank in the bottom third of the league in most shooting percentage categories. Defensively, they're not that great, but Miami can't shoot. So I think it's going to stay under that 213.5. I did want to talk about the line on that game, though. Let me get to that. So right now we got Miami is getting 2.5. I like Miami in that one. I think Miami beats the Lakers tonight. And Miami's pretty bad. Let me get some coffee here. All right, so those are our total plays. Let's talk about a couple picks real quick. We got, once again, recap. We got Philadelphia, Boston under the 213. The Clippers and the Kings under 211, and the Lakers and Miami under 213.5. As for spread picks, I like the Magic at home versus Houston, getting the 5.5. Houston coming off a really great, what a great game yesterday against Russell Westbrook and OKC. But I like Orlando here getting the points. That's a pretty feisty team. They're well coached with Vogel, and I think they hang within the number. They might even pull the upset. I like the Knicks, even though they're on a losing streak. I like the Knicks again tonight in Milwaukee. That was a really tough loss they had. They should have won that game. And then it just came out, I don't know if you read the news, but apparently Giannis actually should have had a 5-second violation on that last shot. But, that's just the way it goes sometimes. I like New York, and I like Miami. So those are kind of my spread. I got an article out there as well in regards to Memphis and Golden State. I think Memphis is getting a little bit too much in that one. That's a pretty good veteran Memphis team. That's it. All right, so that's our live segment again. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, share the video. Check out SBR, SBRpicks.com. We got a lot of free picks. Our Facebook page, YouTube channel, it's all there. So be sure to check us out. And as always, I wish you luck.